What's up, guys? It's KingBritneyChanel, and I'm back with part 2 of this video. It was so much to talk about in the first video that I had to explain things, and now it's really about to get good. So definitely stay tuned and watch. If you like these sort of videos, definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video, and let's get back to it. Okay, y'all, so I feel like they always use Future as their impregnator superhero, okay? They always want to use that to create a narrative that somehow melanated women want to be baby mamas, which nobody in their right mind is choosing to sign up for baby mama-ship. Future, okay, a celebrity, that's a come-up situation all day, every day. Like, the average man, which he's about to explain this, is not a Future, okay? Nobody looked at him. It's like, if you want a man with money, oh, you're a gold digger. But if you mess with an average guy, oh, you should have chose better. These guys are just, oh my gosh. But listen to him, y'all, because he about to gather this dude up. It's just so delusional. The level, the outdated rhetoric, the level of delusion is real.
10 kids and 9 baby mamas, allegedly. And so we're doing ourselves a great disservice if we sit here and pretend that the 9th baby mama, all the way up to the 3rd baby mama, did not know that this guy was out here getting it in. All right, let's stop, because if we start with that premise, then we're being dishonest. So these women, for example, if you date Future, you know this man is gonna make you a baby mama. So why are these women still sleeping with him? Right. Same kind of men that are creating all these babies in the community. You know, I keep saying.
You know, we've already addressed the statistic that 80% of men by the age of 40, black men have children. You know that, right?
Yeah, we've addressed it, but
so the creation of baby mothers, it only goes so far in that argument because.
All right, so he's getting ready to explain, because it's always a Dusty in the corner trying to pretend. Like, the arguments that they have are the following. Oh, women choose the bad boy all the time. Oh, they choose to be a baby mama. Never mind that there's platforms that teach men literally to hit and quit women, okay? Never mind. Like, if you've been to college, which a lot of us have, you know the culture in college. Those guys are trying to, like, even if in high school, those guys are trying to hook up. No strings attached, okay? And honestly, even if they have kids, they're still not looking to marry the child's mother. They're just not. Like, the responsibility element is just like over their head. Like, they're not really just getting into the reason why your territory enlarges or expands when you get a wife, because when you consummate, you are getting a wife. And then the kid comes after that, and the rest of that is because you're the more and more, like, if you take a greater leadership role, there's much sacrifice that you have to get power, more sacrifice, and also more responsibility. This is what I was trying to explain to y'all in the beginning. I don't know if I was all over the place explaining it, but I don't understand why they don't get that. Like, you want to rule, but you don't want the responsibility. Just keep it real.
80% of black men have children by the age of 40. So most black men, most of you guys on the panel right now are going to have kids. All right. So the large amount of baby mothers that Future has, that could maybe be an argument for maybe another time, and we can talk about that. But most black men are going to have kids at some point in their lives. Okay. The statistics aren't just solely based off of Future. Okay. The statistics that we talk about.
Always want to bring out Future as that's an example of all the type of men that all melanated women encounter. Because, like I said, if you've been to college, you have seen different types of melanated guys. The nerd guy that's in the anime, or the athlete could be they could be the same type of ratchet dude or the self-proclaimed good guy. Look at the Derek Jackson. The self-proclaimed good guy be the worst type of guy, okay? The self-proclaimed good guy. Y'all better give peep game, because they keep on trying to say, like, if you go for the guy that has all of the kids, even if you go for the good guy, if his mind is not renewed, okay, on the things of Yah, and he got an off ideology, he could be just as bad as the Pookie or the Ray Rays they be talking about. Okay, so, you know, just because you have an outward appearance like of, oh, I got this and this together, because let's just be honest, in this day and age, the nerds are the new cool guy now. And so, ladies, y'all have to watch for that sort of thing too. Or the guys that proclaim that they come from like the 2-parent household and stuff like that. You would think they would be a little bit better too, but you got to watch that. If their mind is not renewed, they could be on the same player ratchet status as a Pookie or a Ray Ray. So this whole point of a Future and why did they choose, you clearly know, sir, what it is. They after that bag.
Future doesn't contribute to 90% of these statistics. Future is a one-off case in this instance. Most black men are going to have children, okay? A lot of black men are going to have multiple baby mothers as well. There's a lot of men other than Future that have multiple baby mothers, okay? So Future's a one-off case. Future's also a rock star, okay? So let's not be disingenuous to ourselves, okay?
He said, let's not be disingenuous. Most of them, they even watch Kevin Samuels. Why are you watching? The only reason that you're watching is because you're listening to a man that's tearing down the self-esteem of women, because you clearly know you're not a high-value man. You're not making that type of money that the so-called high-value man would be making. So to compensate for your narcissism and low self-esteem, let me tear down the woman so I could feel like I have some sense of control. I could, you know, I could stop her from thinking she has more options than me. Because another doctrine is, oh, women is running out of time. Oh, melanated women ain't desirable. All of this crazy stuff is just doctrine of wicked men who they are refusing to take accountability in their rightful place. Because I'm not talking about the righteous men. The righteous men have got themselves together. They're winning because the hand and the blessing of Yah is on them. So they're following the practices that cause winning, that build nations, that do what you need to do. You can see them prospering. The dudes at the bottom is because they choose wickedness and they don't want to come out of the darkness, so they choose that, and then they get mad when they see that there's a lot of women out here prospering, business owners. Like I said in the last video, a lot of dudes is calling women independent women, not because women actually want to, like, there's some women that probably want to be independent women or that are masculine a little bit, but a lot of women had to do what they had to do because of man not being able to take care of them in the way that he should. You know what I mean? So there's that. So I'm glad he's shutting down this Future reference, because it's the same old rhetoric every time.
Future's a multi-millionaire rock star. Future is the highest echelon of desirability as far as men goes. We can't compare normal situations to Future because Future is not normal. Okay? Future has appeal. You're gonna have to accept that. Future is a
Them M's is the appeal.
And some women are willing to live that type of lifestyle, right? That's just a fact of the matter. We can't change that. However, what I'm also saying is that does not negate the fact that 80% of black men will also have children at a 70% out of wedlock rate. Future didn't make 80% of black men have children, right?
Out of wedlock.
80% of black men or 70%, whatever it might be. Future doesn't control any of that. Those are independent of each other. Okay?
Yeah, but it still doesn't disprove my point that some women are going out there looking to become baby mamas.
Right, but most women aren't going to try and become baby mamas because most men aren't Future walking around, bro.
And also, just to piggyback...
Do you understand that, Network? You understand that most black men are nowhere close to Future. You get that, right?
I understand that, but...
Okay, so what I'm saying is this. Most black women are not going to walk around and just be a baby mama to some random bum that's making $50,000. I can't say bum. $50,000 is good money, or decent money, average. Most black women are just going to go be baby mamas for a guy that's not, highly successful. Black men are not, by and large, highly successful enough.
That whole part. Not highly successful enough, but be always popping that submit to me bull. Okay? Always popping that you leading something. Where, son? Where? Okay? Where? I'm all for submission to a righteous man that got his head on properly, got a connection with the Most High, to where he could get guidance on how to rule righteously, because rulership or ruling is you guiding in the right direction, guiding on a straight line, a straight narrow path. Okay, not this crap where you're just trying to boost your low self-esteem because you have not accomplished stuff at your age. And what I mean by this, you have like men that are 30 that are still trying to roommate with they bros. Like they're still on the playground. Women are business owners. They're graduating college, getting PhDs, which are making them breadwinner earners. Not to say that women even... listen, if a man was in a position and he's rulership mode and he's taking care of everything so I don't have to think about stuff, like what woman actually wants to put her femininity down, have to deal with a bunch of people, pay all of the bills? Like, what woman honestly wants to do that? But you have these crusties that do not want to apply themselves. They are not motivated to do anything more than, smoke a little ganja, hang with their bros, and they're not motivated. And even if they're not doing that, they're not motivated enough. Like, why are you not getting a trade? Why are you not doing something that you could provide for your family and build something other than you going to the club? And then they always talk about women and promiscuity and all of that, but they're promiscuous. But I don't see them. They promote that promiscuous culture because it was good, like I said, years before. They're not protesting at the daggone M City to stop those ladies from dancing. They're not doing any of that, but running their mouth. That's what they're best at. Not taking accountability and running their mouth. And so there's men that are tired of it. Like, they're tired of it just like women are tired of it.
In that aspect. Do you understand that?
I completely agree with that, but we still have to at least acknowledge the point that some of these women are out here trying to be baby mamas.
Right, but most of these women don't have the opportunity to become a baby mama like Future's baby mama, because there aren't a lot of Futures walking around. Go ahead.
I'm going to piggyback off what he said previously. Why are these women having children with men that they're not married to? It's funny to me when
because men control marriage. What are you talking about? The men are not marrying the woman. Like, what? What is he, like, this is the delusion that I speak of. Oh my gosh.
And it can be answered, I'll have to meet you here. Why are the men not marrying the women? Because just like we just got done describing with the last gentleman, it's the men who ends up proposing the ring to the women. The men are the ones who are withholding access from marriage, okay? So you need to be asking the men that question, because it's not the woman that gets down on one knee. Just like Charleston White said earlier in the podcast, or earlier in the broadcast, all right? The men are the ones that, a lot of the times, in his words, string women along. Let me play that again for you.
The men, a lot of the times, are the ones that string women along. Like, how many videos do you see on YouTube right now about women looking for men who have ghosted them? I'll wait. How many man gurus is out here trying to save women from the ghost? I'll wait. Okay? It's real. Men knowing that they're lustful, lust-driven, they don't really see like themselves with certain type of women, or they'll choose to mess with a woman just for, urges instead of thinking clearly and righteously. and getting somebody of substance. Because even if you want to complain about low-level women, that's who you choosing. That's who you chose to make a mother. So you're saying something about yourself, okay? Because I know that there's low-level women out there, but the the swimming or the pool to choose from as far as melanated men is really slim, and it's because a lot of them, which not all of them, but a lot of them have this same delusional, hatred, wicked mindset that this man has. Not the content creator, the honest truth, but the man that's calling in. Why aren't these women getting married? As if women control that. You see how they always want to put it on the woman? This is what I told you guys.
Really quickly, I'll unmute you in 1 second, but I want you to hear it, because if I say it, you're not going to believe me. If I say it, you're going to think that I'm pandering. But I'm going to let you listen to what Charleston White said about the situation and why most black men end up not marrying, or they choose to not marry, or I don't even know what happens at a certain point, but why they're not married. And I want you to hear how the women treat the men in this case, okay? I want you to listen to this.
So if you don't know who Charleston White is, Charleston White, he has gone viral so many times, like from like interviews, I think with DJ Vlad, or like Say Cheese, where he be going off, but he be keeping it all the way 100 though. Like, you gotta love it.
Without you listening to this, and I don't think you were here for this part of the podcast, then everything I say will be completely null and void, and you won't understand why I'm saying it. But Charleston White explained why women have children with men out of wedlock. He explained it perfectly. And most of the time it's no fault of their own, because men control at marriage. So you're asking the women why they're not married when they're not the ones that are responsible for getting down on a knee. I don't understand that.
But they always, what can black women do to save the community? What are they doing to fix this? What are they doing to do this? Really, they want to be in the feminine role. Like, let's just be honest. They want to be in the feminine role. I've told you guys.
Right? So y'all get together, so y'all have this baby. 9 times out of 10, black man, when he have his baby, is very irresponsible.
Okay, so...
Oh, what he said? 9 times out of 10, when the black man have a baby, he is irresponsible.
9 times out of 10, when a black man has his baby, he's very irresponsible. Okay, this is a number. Let's continue a bit.
Money management. You like to get high.
Money management, like to a little bit. Okay, like to be up in the clouds. Okay.
He like to party, and he all about my niggas.
How many guys did you see when, like, you're in college, partying and not concerned about the future? You ask them about the future, they only worried about today, honey. Some of them, honey, they be lit and then come into class lit.
He may buy a few Pampers.
If they even finish school.
So, out the gate, he has no job.
That part.
He has nowhere to provide any medical insurance or any health care for the mother of the child.
That part.
What is she to do? Now she has to go apply for health care.
But they always talking about the woman just wanted to voluntarily kick the man out the home. No, if you're not able to provide for your child, what's she supposed to do? Let the child not eat? What is she supposed to do as the weaker vessel? You got to go where the resources are. Any female, like, okay, prime example, any feminine animal, they gonna go where the resources is at. From lionesses to any type of animal, wherever the natural resources at or the protection is at, they're there. Okay? So if you're not in your position, how are you gonna complain about her doing what she gotta do to pick up your slack?
And I'll fast forward to one other point just so we can kind of get back to discussion. Hold on.
Put some insurance on this baby, nigga. What the nigga doing at this time? He ain't getting down about that baby. All he happy just to have.
They putting up a bunch of Instagram posts or Facebook posts talking about, I love my kids. Ain't seen them kids. Funny, they on the thing with Tatiana's.
Well, baby, we don't give a damn about the baby just grabbing this dick, hollering, I'm daddy. State saying, say, nigga, we gotta Hey, what if we gotta take care of the baby? The baby gotta have some doctors. Okay, so we'll charge you $5,000. So most niggas start out like that. The bitch ain't put him on child support just yet. She knowing he's still in love with him. They still fucking.
So the woman is still loyal. The woman's still in love with him. She doesn't put him on child support, whatever it might be, right? This is the fact of the matter, okay? Most black men in the black community are irresponsible. So
that whole part, where is the lie? Where is the lie, darling? I said, where is the lie? A lot of them are in a fairy tale, honey. They telling these men that they need to have all these women and all the rest of this stuff. No resources for the women or the people, the children to be at. They telling them to just live a fantasy. They telling them not to be married, that marriage is overrated, all this crazy stuff. When you clearly see the power structure of marriage and why it's in place, you see it from a lot of people. Like, look at Malcolm X's situation and how that was a power structure. You see it with a lot of different couples throughout history. Like, you notice, like, a lot of y'all grandparents, they was solid in their relationship because all this stupid stuff going on now wasn't going on then. Women was having like 14, 16 kids.
the choosing pool for black women by and large is tainted off of the get-go. It's tainted off of the from the start.
That
it's
whole
tainted.
part.
Okay. Essentially, what you're preaching is for women to choose a better man, quote unquote, to not
That
go
part.
for the dusties. Well, most black men are dusties. Unfortunately.
Oh, what he said? What? Wait, he said most of them are dusties. Most of them are dusties. It's only a small percentage that's probably not.
Okay. Now, if you truly had it the way that you had it, you would still have a situation of a very top tier echelon group of men having children with all of the women. Because if you wanted the women to choose the best man, then there's only so many of them. And so it still contradicts your point that women are always going around sleeping with the futures and this and that. Because technically, you would want the women to go and sleep with the futures and not the dusties.
So their kids can have resources and not have to, and the taxpayers don't have to pay for what you got going on. That part.
That's what you're saying. Okay? But do you understand what I'm saying, though? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand that. But so why are these women,
it's a contradiction.
why are these women bringing children into this world when the outcomes are not good for you?
Why are women bringing children into the world as if man ain't sticking it somewhere for the children to come forth? Listen, woman has a special role, okay? They are very powerful. They are taking something from the spiritual to the natural realm, okay? That's what a woman, the divineness of a woman is, okay? Yah has blessed us with that gift to be able to do that, okay? So the man with a seed, you know the process. The woman brings it forth so it could be in this natural place, okay? That's why God said he knew you before you were formed in your mother's womb, honey, because you was in the spiritual place and then you came here. So now this foolish man is asking him, why are women bringing children into the world as if men don't have a part to play? Why is he acting like Yah didn't tell these people go forth and multiply? That was a commandment. He didn't ask you, do you feel like doing that today? Oh my God, these delusional men. This is what we have to choose from. Like, this is what women are faced with. Like, the nonsense.
Child who's raised in a single parent home. If that is your argument, they know, if based on your own argument, right, that you've been going off in a past hour or so, if the outcomes are not great for a child who was born in a single parent home, why do black women keep on doing it? Are they going to take some responsibility for going out there and having
I think the bigger question would be, why are the leaders of the community not doing a better job with telling the men that they need to get their shit together?
Woo!
All the responsibility.
Why are the men not telling other men to get their together? Okay? Why are you constantly looking to blame the woman instead of working on thyself? Get the mote out thine own eye. Okay? First, before you come for the woman. Okay? Why are you not getting yourselves together? Because men control marriage. They control that gateway on to say, okay, I'm choosing you. And that, when I say control, I'm not talking about from a Jezebelic place. I'm talking about, okay, I see you. You look like you got something, qualities I like. I'm gonna pick you. Okay, I'm gonna choose you, and we gonna make this happen. Okay, all you gotta do is tell me, is it a yay or a nay? Boom, right? They control that. They're denying access to that, and then asking, why is the woman choosing that? Okay. This is so nutty that these men are this delusional. Child.
Responsibility and onus on women when you yourself desire to be the leader. If you're going to be a leader, then you're going to have to accept the responsibility and get your shit together. I'm not going to hold women accountable for the lack of male leadership and male progression in the black community. That doesn't make any sense. That's not what leaders do.
It make no sense, and I'm gonna end it at that, because I wanted him to get to that point, but I wanted y'all to hear the delusional callers calling in. Not all of the callers was delusional, but some of these male callers that were calling in that worship them Kevin Samuels manosphere type dudes is why y'all have to deal with the type of men that y'all deal with in the community, which that y'all don't have to deal with that, because a lot of women are choosing not to put up with that and go somewhere else. Okay, because it's clear the mall is open but ain't nobody shopping. Okay, how are you a grown man and you don't get that concept that a woman wants to be provided for and secure, and she gonna go wherever the resources is at? How do you not get that? Your father is a prime example. He provide, protect. You don't have not a worry in the world, honey. He make that sun come up, rise, go down, all that. You don't have not a worry in the world, okay? All of that was made available to you. So you could clearly see, and then too, if you living righteously, he protect his own, okay? So you clearly heard this man just, why are the women choosing that, as if he doesn't know that men are in that position and they have control over that. But also how he said, you want to be a leader, but you don't want the responsibilities that come with leadership. That's what I wanted to get to, y'all. So that's my thoughts on that. I hope y'all enjoyed my reaction to the Honest Truths video. I will put the link to his video in the comment section below, so that y'all can check that out to hear the whole live stream, honey, because it got real, honey. Some callers called in that was men that's on that Kevin Samuels type of time, and women need to take accountability type of time, honey, and they was getting them all the way together on that live stream, which I was loving the discussion. I love that even the discussion is on the table, because so many men beat their chest. I'm a man. They beat their chest. I'm the CEO. I am a king. I'm this. But they don't have that command presence. They don't want the responsibility. They just want to control. They don't want, they don't know that rulership is to guide and to direct on a straight path. Because if you look at a ruler, that's why the ruler is an instrument that goes on a straight path, okay? Anyway, it's KBC, and I will see y'all on the next video. Thanks so much for watching. See y'all soon. Hey, honeys. Thank you for watching my video. And if you haven't, definitely make sure you check out my Teespring, KingBritneyChanel Couture, where you can find my latest merch. I upload a lot of new designs frequently, so definitely make sure you check it out. We have mugs, we have wall tapestries, canvas art, pillows, fleece blankets, apparel, and so much more. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all on my next video.